Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, I'm back to my purple hair. What do you think? This piece was provided by WigStudio, one for review. And no, I'm not going to review it right now because I only review on Wednesdays, but I just love my purple hair. I've got to tell you, I love it. All right, I have lots to share with you, so let's get started. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about was my trip down to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. I had an incredible time visiting with my mom, visiting with my siblings. I had dinner with my sister a few times. She and I always have an incredible time together. I am 7 years older than she is, but as far as I'm concerned, there's never been a huge age difference. I have loved her since the day she was born. I've loved both of my siblings. I am the oldest of the three. And well, I went to Donna's house. Well, her name is Dania, but I called her Donna since she was a little girl. I think I had a dinner and breakfast with her like 3 or 4 times. Then on Saturday, I was at the gallery. Well, Wayne and I were at the gallery for gallery night. William is my brother. He has 2 galleries there, William Bramer's Fine Arts, and the other gallery where he represents new and emerging artists. The galleries are incredible. They are just, you know, the work that these artists put out, I'm always in awe because I cannot draw a circle. And when I see the works of some of these artists, it's like, really? And my brother with his penny sculptures, with his paintings, it ain't just beautiful. I hadn't been there in a while. It's down, if you're familiar with Miami, the galleries are down in the Wynwood district where there are lots of galleries. And what they do on these gallery walks, you walk down through the galleries, they have wine, and you stop in and you have your glass of wine and you admire the art, and then you go on to the next gallery. It's awesome. I love going down. One thing that I miss, I used to go and work at the gallery before Wayne and I met, and I would love working there. I loved working at the gallery. I probably would have quit teaching to just go and work there, but you know what? I just can't live in Miami. I cannot live in Miami. I can't live in Fort Lauderdale. I have come accustomed to a smaller environment, and even where I live here in Central Florida, sometimes it gets to be, the population here is about 60 or 70,000, whereas in Kansas, the population is like 900. So now I like to be out there in the country. Sometimes I get a little antsy and I want to come back to the city. I do enjoy going to Fort Lauderdale. I love going to Miami, but it's really nice to get back on 95 and head north. Anyway, that was a fantastic time. The next thing that I want to let you know is that I'm trying out the Bite Beauty Foundation. I didn't do a separate video for it because honestly, I did not buy the foundation. What I have are the samples from Sephora. I got them while I was in Washington and I had totally forgotten about it. And Sheila from Simply Sheila was asking me the other day, hey, have you tried the Bite Beauty Foundation? You told me that you had gotten some samples, and you know what? I had totally forgotten. So what I did today, early this morning, I applied it because I wanted to see how it wore. The shades that I got were M for medium, M90, and T for tan 100, and I kind of mixed them in. The tan, I think, is it the tan? There's one of them that's a little bit more yellow. And oh, that's the medium 90. I don't know if I'm going to get one or get them both. I'm going to try to insert a little clip at the end, from the end of the day, so you could see how the foundation wears. I've had it right now. I've had the foundation on for about 5 hours. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see what it looks like at the 5-hour mark. I have not really looked at it. It felt really nice. I thought that it gave a nice natural finish. What I applied underneath was the Tarte primer, the one that's in the little pot. I can't remember what it's called. Let me get it. It's the Tarte Clean Slate, and I don't want it to go bad, so I've been using this, and I just used it around my pores, right around my nose, and this area right here. The other primer that I used is the Photo Finish Primer Oil. Stephanie gave me this, and what I did, I took the Tarte and I applied it right around my T-zone just for the pores, and then I took the Smashbox and I applied it to the perimeter of my face. I usually do that with one primer or another. Nevertheless, I let them dry down a little bit because of the oil. I didn't want it to interfere with the foundation. I usually do my foundation first and then I do my eyes. Today, I did my eyes first because I wanted to make sure that that primer just really set really well. Then I applied the foundation. I applied half my face with a sponge, and I applied the other half with a brush. I thought it went on really nice. I think it looks nice so far. At the 5-hour mark, this foundation has not broken up as far as I can tell. Let me take a look before I keep saying this, that, and the other. Okay, it looks to be fine from what I could see. I did powder a little bit. I used a powder by Bare Minerals, which I picked up inadvertently. I meant to pick up the one from Lancome, and what I did, I picked up the Bare Minerals. But what I did, because I thought I was taking the Lancome, I just sprinkled a little bit on the lid, and then I used my powder brush and just dusted around my face. Anyway, I will come back, or I will insert pictures at the end of the video where, or in here somewhere, of how the foundation looks after the 9 or 10 hour mark. Hopefully I won't forget. But yeah, I thought it looked really nice. So if you're in the market for a foundation, let's see what it looks like after 9 hours or so. But you know what? At the 5-hour mark, I think it looks pretty darn good. All right, let's move on. I bought 2 new palettes, and I've used them a couple of times, and I've been wanting to tell you about these palettes. These are by Menagerie, and it is the Feral palette, and the other one is the Whale Song. I love the artwork on these palettes. Absolutely gorgeous, just gorgeous. I'll show you the palette in just a moment. Just beautiful. This company is a woman-owned company. She is 33 years old, wife and mother of 2. She lived in Alaska, moved to Washington, where she lives with her husband and her children. This is, let me look at my notes. She donates a portion of the year-end profits to go to an animal charity efforts. Menagerie is based out of Newman Lake, Washington. It is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, and made in-house by Samantha, that's the founder, and sometimes she pulls in her husband to help her out. She runs the company. The palettes, or all of her shadows, are handcrafted in small batches, and they're packaged and they're shipped by Samantha and her husband. She also does not sell to any country that will test on animal, nor does she purchase any product that comes from somewhere that is tested on animal. She does not deal with them. I just purchased these 2. I think I purchased a couple of singles as well, but I didn't bring them up here. Anyway, you get the beautiful artwork on the front. There is a mirror. If you like bright shades, then you might like this palette. I like my bright shades, my different colors, but anyway, this is Feral. Just beautiful. What I am mostly impressed with this is the pigmentation. I'm just swatching a few of them so you could get an idea, but there are just some of the swatches. The pigmentation with these shadows are over the top amazing. They are long lasting and they blend beautifully. If these shades don't call your name, they do have Samantha does offer singles in different categories. They're $5 a piece. Let me show you Whale Song. I just, you know what? I want a painting like this. Just absolutely gorgeous. This one is primarily blues and greens. I love the greens in this palette. Once again, they are just incredible. Just incredible. The blendability, the pigmentation, just a beautiful, beautiful indie brand, and I had to support her. I have not seen many reviews on Menagerie, but you know, I think that she is definitely going to go far. I wish her the very best because she doesn't know who the heck I am. But anyway, I did want to let you know because I know many of you do like bright colors. I know many of you do like to support women-owned companies. So therefore, I had to tell you a little bit about that. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is my Tati Blendable, my Tati Beauty Blendable. I love this. I absolutely love it. I used a small one for my concealer every day since I have gotten it. I wash it at night and I let it dry overnight, and I love it. It's still in perfect condition. The larger one I love for my foundation. I have washed it probably 7 times. The way I wash it, I fill up my bathroom, my sink in the bathroom with some warm water, and I put some woolite, like a little capful of woolite, and then I take my sponge and I drop it in there and I let it soak for about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. And then very gently, because I am very gentle with my beauty sponges, I am gentle with them. I don't rip them. I throw them away when I have had them for about 6 months, and then I throw them away and get new ones. But they never rip on me. Then I go in gently and I scrub with my fingers gently. I don't rub it or anything like that. I just go gently, put a little bit of the water with the woolite, and as you can see, it comes out fairly clean. I washed it last night, and I didn't use it today because I wanted to show you what it looked like. Okay, so it might be a little bit stained on one side, but it's nothing major. The problem is that despite how gentle I am, it did rip. And I was very sad that it ripped. Actually, I have 2 rips. I have one rip there, and I have another rip, let's see, right here in the corner. So what I'm going to do, because I really like these, I used to sew all of my clothes when I was young. My mother was a pattern maker for Yvonne Picon back in the 60s. She was the sample maker. That's what she did. They bought her the sketch. They would bring her the sketch of the different dresses or whatever they were making, and then my mom would make the pattern, and she would make the first sample for the other seamstress. That's what she used to do. She was an incredible seamstress. She can't sew anymore because she can't see that well. Anyway, she taught me how to sew. So I always sewed my clothes. When I was pregnant, all of my maternity clothes I would make. And when Stephanie was born, actually I crocheted all of her clothes. I made everything for her. I haven't sewn in a long time, but when I saw the little rip, the seamstress in me, I'm not a seamstress like my mom, but the seamstress in me thought, well, I'll just take a needle and thread to it, and I'm just going to sew it up because I really like it. I don't want to throw it away. And, you know, maybe I did something wrong. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if I did anything wrong because, honestly, I've been washing it by hand with woolite. So I don't know what I could have done wrong. Maybe I just got a defective one. I know that there has been controversy here and there. I don't get involved in all of that drama. But I did want to tell you that I was gentle with it, that I have taken care of it, that I had washed it by hand, and that it had a little rip. And I also wanted to let you know what I was planning to do with it. In case you have one and you love it like I do and you're gentle and you're like, okay, what do I do now? Do I send it back? Do I throw it away? A couple of stitches and I think it'll be fine. That's my take on that. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is a few empties that I have so I can throw them away. I have a ton of empties, but I'm not going to go through them all. I just want to tell you a couple of things. Everything's falling all over the place. Okay, a couple of things that I've gone through. I've gone through 2 of these Lancome. These are the bifacial that I use to take off my eye makeup. I love this stuff. I have another little one here, and then I have a full one of the big bottles. Love this stuff. Won't be without it. This is the best eye makeup remover for me. That's what I like. I know there are others. I know that there's some at the drugstore. This is the one that I like, and I indulge in it. The other, I finished my Lorac Perfection foundation. Mine is in the shade PR8. I love this foundation. I have a backup. Yeah, there's a little bit there, but I can barely get it out. Love this foundation. Very natural looking. I love the color. I love the wearability. I have a backup. Why did I get a backup? Because I thought that it was going to be discontinued. Honestly, I haven't looked for it because I have a backup. But I wanted to let you know if you come across it. It's a really good foundation. I highly recommend. Love, love, love this. I also went through my Color Science Unforgettable. Love this stuff. This one and the Elta MD. My favorite sunscreens. Won't be without them. I finished the Glowing Skin by Ollie Nutrition. I used the Glowing Skin. I used the Energy, the Probiotic, the Multivitamin. My sister just recommended one. I haven't gotten it. When I get it, I will let you know. Anyway, I finished this one. And I finished a mascara by Essence. I love this mascara. If you're looking for a $3 or $4 mascara that works really well, I highly, highly recommend this. I have forgotten to mention it, so I'm sorry. I'm going to add it in here. This video is probably going to be like 3 hours long. I purchased the brushes from Alter Ego. I have been using them for about a month. I think it was like $28 for the 7 brushes. I love Alter Ego shadows. I love them. I have absolutely fallen in love with the Alter Ego shadows. I am not all that impressed with the brushes. I feel that they're a little bit more on the stiffer side. I feel that I don't know, the times that I have used them, I didn't feel that they worked as well as some of my others. And I'm not sitting here comparing them to my Sonia G's because that's like a whole different, category. But I did compare them to the Sigma. I think the Sigma are a lot softer. My Juvia's Place work really well. If you are looking for affordable brushes, I think the Juvia's Place, the ones from BH Cosmetics, I really like those. The Sigma, and of course the Zoeva, but those are a little bit higher in price. But these, I don't know, I thought they were a bit lacking. Thank you, everyone. That's what I've got for today. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday. And don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye.